First of all, his girlfriend won't go public. Lois Lane hides her relationship with Clark Kent at work and even goes as far as smashing in the closet. It's like, no, we can't go public, but let's smash in the closet where no one can see us, but everybody can hear us. Listen, maybe she's into that, I don't know, but don't tell me that ain't hurting my boy's feelings. I mean, look at the guy, he's cooked. On top of that, she really has the hots for an alien with larger than life superpowers and massive thighs, accentuated by red and blue tights. But she doesn't know it's Clark Kent. I mean, my guy is cooked, poor guy. On top of that, Superman is still flirting with his super ex-girlfriend slash Amazonian shoddy, Diana Prince, on the side. Man, I wish I was Superman. Things are spicy in his life. Speaking of spicy, Rainn Wilson interprets Lex Luthor in the DC AMU, and I enjoy watching him play the character. He's got this high-pitched voice that makes Luthor sound like a know-it-all jerk, but also sounds intimidating at the same time when he needs to be. He's like a ripped Dwight Schrute, and I'm all for it. It's a huge contrast from the Luthor Clancy Brown interpreted in the Justice League show. The first 30 minutes of Death of the Superman kinda spends its time setting up the players for the next movie, the dogs who are gonna try and replace Superman while he's gone. We got Hank Henshaw, who's just down bad for Superman. I mean, even in his lowest moment, my guy still clung on to hope that Superman would save him, until Doomsday just smashes his space shuttle and kills him. I kind of laughed because of how ironic it was and how pathetic Hank kind of seemed, as messed up as that sounds. Then we got the Kryptonian babysitter with the awesome shades, and we get a small glimpse of Superman with a hammer. These are all characters that will be important in Reign of Superman, so it makes sense why they were introduced in this movie. So I'm not sure if they appear in the original graphic novel. I haven't read it, I only really know from what I've seen on Max Landis' interpretation of the comic from his infamous YouTube video. Anyways, back to Clark Kent and his relationship problems. Lois meets his parents for the first time and she learns so much about him. About his past loves, which included Lana Lang, and apparently it was hinted Pete Ross was one as well. And Lois realizes Clark is acting distant, he's hiding something, and keeps her at arm's length. And it bothers her. You know, that's something me and Superman got in common. I'm pretty much Superman. Let me tell you something. This movie is bloody. There's a scene where we're introduced to Doomsday and he literally squashes some Atlanteans and an underwater explorer, and we see their blood floating underwater. Then he just slaughters a wild bear that was disturbing a campsite and splatters its blood all over some campers, who also get slaughtered by the Doom. And Doomsday does not play, playboy. I enjoyed this freakish purple monster with a mohawk destroy the Justice League. I mean, he just kicked their sorry butts and didn't even say sorry. And the epic battle with him and Wonder Woman was fantastic. Talk about Battle of the Gods. It was epic. And if Superman hadn't intervened, Wonder Woman would have been the one who died. Imagine a movie called The Death of Wonder Woman. Actually, that would be kind of cool to see. The death of any superhero would be kind of cool to see, to be honest. As morbid as that sounds. Besides the epic action and battle sequences, as well as the sexual tension between Clark Kent and Lois Lane, this movie is about hope. The hope that Superman inspires in other people. Superman's altruism inspires others to feel safe and even be altruistic themselves. Bilbo Bebowski, which is just a wild name. It's so awesome. Bilbo Batowski offers to help Superman in the beginning of the film, and when goes down, he even offers his restaurant as a sanctuary for those who don't feel safe going into the city. That's also a way to keep customers in his establishment and ordering drinks, but who says you can't be greedy and altruistic, am I right? Even Lex Luthor is inspired. I mean, okay, it's for the wrong reasons, but he develops his own Iron Man suit and tries to kick Doomsday's ass. It was really just him being selfish and trying to gain favor in Metropolis. And he fails at kicking Doomsday's ass, obviously, but it was the attempt that counted. One thing I didn't like about this movie was that at the end, you see Superman, well, Lois Lane actually sees with her own eyes Superman leaving his coffin and flying away. Like, it's just obvious at that point that he survives. Why not keep some mystery? I don't know if that's something you see in the comic, but it would have been cooler if there was just a mystery that he just disappears from the coffin and no one knows where he is. I don't know, those are just my thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be posting more videos like this one. Before I go, this is just a reminder to those who have gone through a recent breakup. I know it's hard and it's easier said than done, but try to distract yourself. Don't contact that person if they're making a conscious effort not to speak to you. At that point, just let them go. Again, it's easier said than done. It's something I'm dealing with myself. My name is Clark Kent, and I forgot all